My first video of 2016 is going to be the power of makeup. I'm going to show you how I go from this totally no makeup on except from moisturizer, that's about it, and how I go from this to this. If you want to see how to get this look, keep watching. See you next time. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to apply my eyebrows. That's the number one thing I always do, is eyebrows. I don't like to do them after foundation because if I mess up on my eyebrows and I have to wipe them pieces away, it's going to ruin what I just did to my foundation. So I just do that first. So what I'm going to use is going to be some eyebrow liner. It's from Jordana. It is the Easy Liner for Eyes, retractable pencil in Lavish Brown. So I'm just going to follow my natural eyebrow shape and just fill in the gaps. Go light-handed with this because this pencil is really soft. So if you put any kind of pressure on it, there's going to be a dark line. All I do is just go make a top line above where my natural line starts of my eyebrow, and then I do one underneath and just lightly fill in the gaps and then brush them up with the pencil, with the spoolie brush. Next step after brows is, for me, concealer. What I'm going to use for concealer today is going to be actually a foundation. It's the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation. This foundation is way too light for me, so I decided to use it as a concealer, and it actually works pretty good as one. It is in the color Light Ivory W2. So let's put some of these on. Just take my finger and put it a couple dots. Sorry, my camera cut out, so I don't know where the camera left off at, but what I was going to do is take this Magic Lumi L'Oreal pencil, this little brush here, and I'm going to highlight in the inner corner of my eyes, because that's where it gets the most dark. The front and tops of my cheekbones here. Around the sides of my mouth, because you know, when you get up there in age, that tends to get a little saggy, so you want to highlight that so that it looks like it's nice and plump. Underneath the chin there, Cupid's bow, top of the nose, a little bit on the forehead. And now we blend. I'm going to take an Avon Beauty Sponge and blend it. Next step I'm going to do is put some BB cream on. I don't like to use full coverage foundation because my skin is pretty good. So I just use this Miracle Skin Perfector Daily Moisture Care in light medium. It's BB cream, light, very light coverage. I'm only going to put it on the spots where there's no concealer or highlighter. Put some on the back of my hand and dab it with my sponge. And put it everywhere where I didn't put concealer. I need to set my under eyes. So I'm going to, where's my powder? Take some regular translucent powder. And I'm going to use the other side of my beauty sponge and pat it underneath my eyes. Now that's done, I'm about to contour. I like to use this Ideal Flawless Avon Color Corrector Pencil, and I believe the color is medium. Yes, medium deep. It's just a pencil, and I'm just gonna contour where I want to contour. So right here under the cheekbone, right here on the sides of the forehead, on the top of the forehead, because I got a pretty big forehead, so I want to cover that up. On the side of the nose, that's about it. I take the bottom half of my sponge and I blend it. I'm going to set the contour with some powder. Here I'm going to use the NYC color wheel. You can see I hit pan already because I like it so much. And it is the All Over Bronze Glow in color 724A. So I'm going to take my contour brush, pat some, and go over. Then take my powder brush that I usually use for my translucent powder and just blend the edges so it doesn't look so harsh. Take the powder and put it underneath the contour right here. And I leave it there until I'm finished. Then take a little bit more, put it right on the top of the cheeks, because sometimes you get fallout and then that ruins your concealer and foundation. So just put some there, just a little bit, so that we can just brush it away if we get any fallout. Next we're going to do the eyes, and I'm going to be using two different palettes. I'm going to be using this Ofra palette. I'm gonna be using this shimmery white color, a little bit of this golden color here, these two, out of this palette. And then I will be using some neutral brown colors from my Tartelette palette, my favorite palette. I'm just going to be using some of these browns here. So let's go. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to just wet it a little bit from the baby wipe. It's just a tiny bit because it helps the eyeshadow be more pigmented if you wet the brush. Take a little bit of that white color. I'm going to put it in the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to take a flat shader brush, do the same thing, dampen it, and take that light golden color and put it on the lid. We're going to take the same fluffy brush with nothing on it and then blend the top crease where some of that gold might have gotten and just blend it so it's not so harsh. Take one of the neutral brown colors from the Tartelette palette, the lighter ones, and put it in the crease. Now with the same brush, I'm going to take another color that's slightly darker and put it in the crease also, but on the lower part of the crease, not the brow bone where I put the other brown. I'm going to take this angled brush here and take one of the darker browns, and I'm going to cut the crease, but it's not going to be so harsh, it's just going to be lightly cutting it. Brown and just blend out the darker brown. And just keep doing the same thing over and over until you get the desired darkness that you like. Since this is going to be a glam makeup, I'm going to make it a little darker than normal. Then blend again. Blending is the key. If you don't blend, you're going to look like a clown. I'm going to take some of the light brown that I used before and add a little bit more to the top. And then the fluffy brush that has nothing, go back and blend again on the outer side. Now for under the brow, I'm gonna put just the tiniest bit of that white Just a little bit because that white is really bright. So just a tiny bit right underneath the brow. So the same thing we did on top, we're going to do on underneath the eye. So take the gold again, put a little bit. This angle brush here, since it's smaller, I'm going to use that for putting the brown right underneath. Start with the lighter brown. A nude pencil. This one happens to be NYC Dual Eyeliner Pencil, and this color is Unforgettable, and it's just a nude color. Put that on the inner part of the eye. This liquid eyeliner I'm using is NYC Haute Definition liquid eyeliner pencil. There you go. This is just in black. I'm gonna have to get real close to the mirror for this, so bear with me. So I just take my pinky, rest it up against my cheek, and try to get as close as I can. I'm going to use the Maybelline False Lashes Push-Up Mascara. I'm going to put these lashes on. These are just some random lashes that I found at Forever 21. It was a 3-pack. I'm going to use the second set that's in the box. Actually, the first top set that are in the box. I'm going to use these. I've already put some lash glue on them. I'm just waiting for them to dry a little bit so it'll be easier to put on. Lash on. Now I'm going to put some blush out of this Offer blush palette here. Put some of this. Now we're going to take some highlighter here. And I take a fan brush like this. Dip it into that color. And put it on top of my cheekbones right here. Now it's time for the lips. I'm gonna take an Avon Glimmer Stick lip liner pencil. And it is in D450 Red Brick. Take some lipstick. This is Avon's Ultra Color Rich. lipstick in Ultra Ruby. And that's it. This is my old Hollywood makeup. And you can see the difference as I go from this, no makeup, to glam. So I finished the rest of my makeup off camera. And this is the finished product. And this is the power of makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, just click like and subscribe. Leave some comments for me. I'll make sure that I get back to you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.